Hey guys, it's Levi Gates and welcome to DETALKS. I'm here with Mr. Yvan Lacroix of Optimum Polymer Technologies. Welcome, Yvan.
Always a pleasure to be here.
I got Mr. Steve Parrish of Mobile Dirt Dart Bike Repair.
Thank you.
And of course, my partner in crime, Mr. Matt Ward, Assistant Manager here at Hawks Detail. So we're going to talk about some of the interesting detailing experiences we've had. The funny, the scary, maybe the mundane. One of mine that just recently happened was we had a customer who called and said that we didn't clean his carpets. And the reason he said that was it did have the lines in the carpet, but they were dry. So by that nature, when he picked up his vehicle, he said we must not have cleaned his carpets because every other time he's gotten his car detailed by other detailers, he's had them soaking wet, and that's how he knows that they've been cleaned. And he was mad at us that his seats and carpet were dry.
Yeah, well, it's obvious. Yeah, you did a really bad job there.
It was one of those where Matt and I were so confused that I literally was just laughing. I was trying my hardest not to laugh while he was telling me on the phone that was happening. Because we've spent a lot of time teaching our crew to make sure carpets and seats are as dry as possible before the customer picks it up.
Yeah, you don't want the customer sitting on the seat and getting home and, it's wet.
That, or you don't want them driving it home with a soaking wet car. They roll up all the windows, they park it in the garage.
Yeah.
They call you 2 weeks later or a week later and go, oh my gosh, my car stinks awfully.
All right.
Horrible, like mold and mildew, and what do we do? What'd you do to my car?
All right.
So that was one of our experiences that was kind of fun. Matt, yours was even crazier. I was present for this.
Oh yeah, quite a few years ago, I was reaching in the back pocket of a minivan, and I got stuck by something, and I pulled my hand out, and the tip of a syringe was dangling off my finger.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, it turned out to be a veterinary syringe.
Yep.
But come to find out, I was one of 2 cases in the state of Idaho of Rocky Mountain spotted fever. There's a good chance I got it off that syringe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was luckily he went to a local care clinic and we were able to get a hold of the previous owner and find out what substance was in there and all that. So you might want to use caution, folks, when you're sticking your hands into people's pockets and seats in their cars. What do you guys got?
Steve?
Ivan? I haven't got nothing.
No, Steve.
What?
No. All those bikes you detail, come on.
No.
You gotta have something.
No, don't have anything. I don't.
Well, my most interesting experience is close to what Levi just experienced. I had a customer with a beautiful black Cadillac. Gentleman takes it through a brush car wash every week, but every year he has it polished. The detailer he had before us retired, so brings it to us. We're the premier shop in town. Brings it to us. We detail his beautiful Cadillac. Comes out spotless, black, flawless, beautiful. Customer comes in, pays for it, goes outside. I do the walk around with the customer, and he's visibly not really happy with the job. So I asked the customer, obviously I can tell you're not happy. What's wrong? He says, you can't tell it's been polished. I'm looking at the car, and it's shiny, it's black. There's not a scratch on it. And I said, what do you mean you can't tell it hasn't been polished? He says, well, you can't see the buffer trails. Because the detailer he had before was an ace at education. He educated his customers that a proper detailing job was to have evenly spaced parallel buffer trails. That was a quality detail.
Oh, man.
So, it took a lot of convincing to the customer, but I finally said, look, bring it back in a couple days and we'll install those buffer trails if you want. I'll teach one of my employees how to do it, and we'll do it for you. Well, the next morning around 10 o'clock, he drives into the driveway and says, cancel my appointment. I said, well, what changed your mind? He said, I went to breakfast with my buddies this morning, and they said to me, wow, you finally got your car detailed by someone that knows how to detail. So, education is part of the job. But the guy he had before...
a great detailer.
Yeah.
Teach his customers how to be a hack.
He was teaching his customers that this is how I detail, follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's one where... there's so many different stories, there's so many different things, but I've never heard a detailer teaching his customer proper buffer trail installation.
Yeah, exactly.
Proper space.
Oh, yeah, you could tell it was polished freshly polished because it had those nice, evenly spaced parallel buffer trails. And they weren't horizontal, they were all vertical.
Oh.
But on the hood and the roof, they went with the flow of the wind.
I have seen some of the photos online of the horror stories or the best swirled cars. Some of them are actual works of art. I'm truly amazed.
Well, something you see Elvis in.
Yeah, or Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, whatever you want to see in those. Well, thanks guys for sharing little stories.
Yeah.
If you guys have any crazy, funny, horrific, any of those detailing experiences, make sure you comment below and make sure you subscribe at this button right here and watch more of our detox videos here. I want to thank Steve, Ivan,
Thank you.
Matt, and thanks to you guys at home for watching.
And how do they get a hold of you, by the way?
Email me, Levi@theragcompany.com. Let us know what you want to see. We're always open to this stuff. We have a lot of fun doing it. And be sure to subscribe, again, right here on Matt's chest. Right here at the Rag Company YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.